Hello and welcome back to standalone review of the BMW i4 eDrive rear-wheel drive version with 335 horsepower, 5.7 second acceleration, and the range that we got after this test is approximately almost actually 400 kilometers, up to 400 when it was warmer yesterday in +5. Today in the, actually right now we're still showing, it's -5, it's a very cold day. We're at 73% showing 330 kilometers range left. So we're still gonna be close to 400 in this cold weather. The consumption on this car, let's hit the road in the meantime. The consumption is excellent. It's Tesla Model 3 standard range territory in this very cold weather, using sport mode, driving normally in the middle to left lane, traffic, following traffic, and middle to left lane. We got a consumption of only 20 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, which was excellent. And then today we went to test the do the second test on the fast chargers. So we've done 2 tests yesterday on the way up to the lake house near Midland at Electrify Canada, and today after coming back to Toronto we did another fast charging session at the Electrify Canada in Milton at the Premium Outlet Mall. So yesterday, basically it was a little bit warm, it was +5, but we also started at the high state of charge. The car was around 70%, and so it really was charging at only around 40 kilowatts approximately at that speed. Today, we purposely ran the car down, all the way down to 21% state of charge. And we set the navigation for the fast charger, hoping that the car would precondition the battery in this -5 degree weather with a very strong northerly cold wind. But we plugged it in and it started again at around 40. It ramped up to 98 kilowatts, which is not bad. But then it started slowing down again right around 40%, not even 50%, right around 40%. It started slowing down to about 70, then down to 67. And then by about 60%, it was down to about 40 kilowatts. But it continued that 40 kilowatt speed even past 80%. Compared to, for example, the Ford Mach-E GT, which we plugged in at the same time, which started lower, but then it ramped up all the way to 115. So actually faster than the BMW, even though this BMW on paper has a faster charging speed. It's posted to be up to 210 kilowatts in maximum charging speed, where the Ford Mach-E is basically 150 max. Now, because this is a standalone review, and please refer back to our comparison video with the Ford Mach-E, we wanted to produce this short video to give you our impressions solely of this car, and mention some of the other competition. And there's really very little competition, because this is a compact, small sedan, hatchback, sporty, 4-door coupe. Okay, so really there is very little competition. So one of the competition that's available would be the Tesla Model 3 standard range, which is actually priced higher. This car starts at 55,000 base, where the Tesla starts now at 61,000. This car, so the performance is very similar, even the range is similar, because this car is very efficient. So we have about, rated range of over 400 kilometers, and the same with the Tesla. And now the interior of this car is amazing. It's way above the quality of the Tesla interior. You have this amazing big screen here, which you can adjust in terms of what it shows here in front, and the second screen in the middle is used for, you know, Android Auto or the other, you know, options. So again, if you look at our video of the full review and the comparison with the Ford, this is where we went through all the different options on this screen. So here we just want to mention briefly that this eDrive 8 system, which is the newest BMW you know, interface system, is fantastic. It's way better than the Ford Mach-E system. Of course, it may not match the technology inside the Tesla Model 3, which we should compare it with, but it's still an excellent system. We really enjoyed it. The car is fast, even in this base rear-wheel drive version with 330 horsepower, 5.7 second acceleration. It's very fast. It's really honestly fast enough. If you want to go up to all-wheel drive, which starts in the base price on that all-wheel drive M50 version of this car starts at $72. It's still an excellent price, and that could be a competition for the BMW M3, but also competition for Tesla Model 3 Performance, for example, which is again priced higher than this BMW i4. So BMW honestly has a winner on their hand. I just hope that they will produce enough of them to satisfy the demand. Of course, you don't have the access to the Tesla supercharger network, but you know, honestly, once the Tesla opens up their supercharger network to other EVs and everybody can charge, you know, they will lose the advantage, and I think they're gonna open it up like they did in Europe, and then traveling coast to coast in Canada. As you know, we have done a coast to coast trip in our Audi e-tron, which is not a Tesla. And even with a few issues with the Petro-Canada fast chargers, that trip is definitely possible because there are always alternatives somewhere nearby. And so you can do long distance trips in a non-Tesla EV as well. So BMW, thank you for letting us drive this you know, this amazing car, and we look forward to comparing with the more powerful i450M all-wheel drive version with 480 horses and 3.7 seconds acceleration, which is amazing. But again, this car is still fast enough, great range. I anticipated this car will have a you know, longer range than the more powerful all-wheel drive. And the only other competition that we can mention, and by the way, we just met them just now at the on Lakeshore, is a Polestar 2, because Polestar 2, currently available in all-wheel drive, is just coming out in the next few weeks. You will see them coming out with a front-wheel drive, where this car is rear-wheel drive. So the Polestar 2 front-wheel drive will be starting at $49,000, which is $5,000 cheaper than this BMW. However, keep in mind, Polestar 2 is made in China, where this car is made in Germany. So I'm not sure if you care about that, but it's good to know. So in other words, very little competition. Polestar 2, Tesla Model 3, that's it. You could try and compare it with Audi e-tron GT or a Porsche Taycan, because, you know, even though they're a little bit larger, but, you know, if you consider the i450M version, which is very quick and powerful, you could then compare it with an Audi e-tron GT and a Taycan Turbo even, which has a similar performance for much more money. I mean, we're talking 72,000 versus well over 100,000, like 150,000, almost double price for those two cars, where you can have a sporty sedan with a hatchback, which is fantastic, very practical hatchback in the back, you know, for half the money compared to Audi and you know, Audi and Porsche, until those companies come out with much more affordable models. So there's rumors that Audi may come up with an A4 e-tron down the road, but right now there isn't such a thing. So very little competition. Congratulations, BMW, on this amazing product, and we look forward to reviewing the i450M high performance version of this, as well as the BMW iX. And as usual, thank you for watching, and do not forget to press that subscribe button on YouTube. And our address is youtube.com/TEVAssociation. Thank you for watching.